Hey, 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 how are we doing? Day 37, post-op for me from my mini bypass gastric surgery. It is, of course, Wednesday night, so just checking in to say hi to everybody. So today I have done a bit of learning about protein. Now I knew, obviously it was made very clear to me that I needed to focus on protein in my diet in this post-surgery and through the going forward phase. And I knew what foods had protein in them, but I have to admit I really didn't have any idea about amounts of protein and things like that. Now, I still am not 100% sure what kind of daily protein in terms of grams I should be having. That I don't know, but I have seen other women post-surgery talking about needing to hit at least kind of 60 grams of protein a day just to fuel their body to carry on. So I did a bit of reading today. The protein shakes that I've been having in the morning are 24 grams of protein in them. And now that is before I add anything else. So sometimes I do add in some protein yogurt and other bits and pieces, but the shake alone is 24, which if we are aiming towards that 60 number, it's a pretty good hit, right? I have then really been living on eggs otherwise. So typically 2 eggs at lunch, 2 eggs at dinner, cooked various different ways, served various different ways, but really that's been the basis of my meal. I believed that eggs were really fantastic, high in protein. I was quite shocked to realize that 1 egg has got 6 grams of protein in it. So the 2 eggs that I was having for lunch were giving me 12 grams of protein compared to the 24 grams of protein I was getting in my protein shake in the morning. So I was actually quite shocked because everywhere I've read is like, go for the eggs, high protein, easy to eat, which it is. I mean, that's one of the foods that's my go-to because I know I can digest it. But it actually shocked me how low in that scheme of things the protein was on it. You were told 60, Joe? Okay. Yeah, 100 would be a lot without having some very specialist additives, I feel, post-surgery, trying to fit all that in. Okay, so 60, I am about right with 60. So, needless to say, by doing some quick sums today, I was getting nowhere near 60 grams of protein in a day for the past couple of weeks. Nowhere near. Wasn't happening. So, I have really taken a bit of a reset today. Actually today I decided to have 2 protein shakes. So I had a shake for breakfast and another shake for lunch because my protein powder did turn up yesterday, of course, and I was unable to decide on a flavor, so I ended up buying 3. I now have a variety of flavors. So I have decided for the next few days anyway, I'm going to try having 2 protein shakes a day with 1 meal, just to see if I can try and lift my energy up a little bit. So I did have 2 shakes today, and then I'm suddenly having a blank on what I had for tea. Oh, I had some soup with protein powder added to it. So this is a product that I purchased. Again, this is not a paid ad. This is just something that has been recommended to me over and over and over again by so many people post-surgery. Feel Good Protein. It is a tasteless protein powder with added collagen. Okay, so we'll come back to the collagen in a minute. But it's a tasteless protein powder. So I added a scoop of this to the soup that I had for tea. I have also added a scoop of it to this afternoon's drink. Now, the bottle I have in the morning, I put a Berocca tab in, and from what I've read, this plus Berocca does not go well. So we didn't put it in this morning's drink bottle, but I have put it on here. It's completely dissolved. You don't even know it's in there. And 1 scoop of this is 14 grams of protein. So 1 scoop of this into my drink bottle is giving me over 2 times the amount of protein as an egg. So quite excited about bringing this into my diet. So we're just going to shake things up for the next day, or for the next few days. All right. 10 months tomorrow. 10 months, Michaela. Wow. You don't reckon you're anywhere near 60? Yeah, see, the exhaustion, this is what I'm trying for now, to see if I can pick up that exhaustion level, because I can't go on as exhausted as I am, struggling to get to the letterbox and back, pulling the wheelie bin it's not practical as a single mum, self-employed female. Putting that out there. So yes, I'm going to be using a bit more of this over the next few days, and I'm going to stick to those 2 protein shakes. I can of course mix things up with the protein shake. So for example, I had the strawberry shortcake flavour this morning. I did add some protein yogurt. I had the berry flavour protein yogurt, and then added some frozen berries to it as well. And then for lunch, I actually had the banana protein smoothie, and added a good dollop of high quality peanut butter. Thanks to the ladies for the tip on that one. So a Pix peanut butter, put a good dollop of that in there, as well as half a banana. So I'm adding some other things into it as well, but I enjoy the shake, so I thought, why not, let's give it a go. And for 24 grams of protein per smoothie, let alone the protein yogurt, etc., that I'm putting in as well, I'm like, let's give this a go. Now, I did say that I would come back to collagen. I believe it is the word collagen that puts the price up a little bit on this. You can buy tasteless protein. Otherwise, it does work out to be a bit cheaper than this one. But this one has got collagen added. It's got 15 grams of collagen per serve. I don't know what that means, but that's how much it's got. So why am I wanting to use one with collagen? Very common post-bariatric surgery to go through a period of extreme hair loss. Now, I'm not talking that I'm going to go bald. It's not like an alopecia kind of event, but really quite severe hair loss. From the people I've spoken to, noticeably worse than that period that you go through losing your hair after giving birth to a baby. Anyone that's had that scenario will remember when you're having the shower and you're just pulling out clumps of your hair. Noticeably worse than that. And it goes on for 2 or 3 months. Also, your nails will become quite brittle at that same kind of period. It's about the 3-month post-op mark that it tends to be at the heightened effect from what I've read. Reason behind that, our bodies, when we feed them, when we take in calories and we take in nutrients and all of these other things, the body sends what it needs to all the different various places to make the body work. And the last things on the list are your hair and nails. So when you are taking a calorie deficient intake, like the number of calories I'm taking a day would be pitiful, there is nothing left to give to my hair and nails. There is just simply nothing left. My body is still trying to heal from the surgery itself, trying to do all of these other things. So really fantastic to bring that collagen in to help maybe minimize any of those hair loss symptoms, brittle nails. And as Joe said, also there are studies to show that it's great for helping your skin elasticity. So of course, very common for people post-surgery to have a lot of loose skin. From the rapid weight loss, the skin just... And obviously as you age, you lose that elasticity in your skin. So any added collagen essentially at this point is going to be a bonus for me. So that's the reset that I've had. Thank you so much to the ladies that reached out last night and gave me a whole lot of ideas and tips. I'm definitely be going down the soup path for a little bit. Definitely going to be doing 2 protein smoothies a day just for a while, and 1 meal, and adding in the tasteless protein as of today. Now, one other thing I wanted to talk about. Is it just me or is it cold in here? Like, it is freezing. So somebody that has weighed over 100 kilos basically since I was about 17, 18 years old. So like, 5 or 6 years now. I have never felt the cold. I am that school mum that will go to school on a drizzly day and stand at the gate in a t-shirt and skirt and be more than happy with it. Yes, I get irritated about getting wet, but I don't get cold. I have never ever felt the cold. To the extent that I probably own 2 jerseys. because I don't need them. I don't wear them. I might wear a jersey on a day it's snowing outside, but naturally I'm just not ever someone that feels cold. So I have always said that I have got enough natural insulation to not feel the cold. And I was warned post-surgery that I would feel the cold. Now, practically in my head, I'm like, I mean, that's not going to happen until like I'm under 100 kilos, because I've been above 100 kilos for like 20 years and haven't felt the cold. So maybe once we get below 100 kilos, I might feel the cold. That's fine. That's ages away. Let's not worry about that. I am freezing. This is the third day in a row I have worn a jersey inside. I don't do that, people. I have also now officially got a rug on all 3 of my couches, so no matter where I sit, I have a blanket to put on me because I am that old. So I was perplexed. So Nerdy Marie took over and I did some Googling. You can see all of these other ladies that have had the surgeries like, yes, it's so cold, feel it in my bones. I'm frozen all the time these days. So 2 reasons why we feel the cold. One is obviously the loss of fat stores. So fat stores on the body are a natural insulation. They do hold heat. So as you lose fat stores, or you lose essentially a volume of fat from your body, you do have natural insulation, absolutely all day long. The thing is though, when you have a slow weight loss, your body internal temperature actually compensates, and it learns to deal with what level of fat stores you have. The issue is that post-bariatric surgery, we're going through rapid weight loss. You know, I'm talking 15 kilos in 6 weeks now I've lost. So it's rapid weight loss. So my internal thermostat doesn't have a hope in heck of knowing what's going on. I'm losing fat stores, but more so, one of the things that generates heat in our body is excess energy. So again, if we talk about the calories coming in versus the calories going out, pre-surgery, you know, this was an equation I knew when I had been on calorie counting diets, that the calorie number coming in, you want to expel during the day, during exercise, all of these other things, and then have a certain amount left over, which is what your body needs to operate. So any excess calories or energy left in your body, the way the body uses them up is they generate heat. So you will actually find someone that has an extremely high calorie count diet will be very, very hot person, versus someone that eats not many calories will often be a cooler person, because they just don't simply have that excess calories in their body available to turn into heat, which then gets stored into the fat on your body. So again, minimal calories going in. My body is simply sucking what it can out of that just to survive, just to give me energy, just to function. So there is just nothing left over to generate heat. And then what heat is generated, I am losing fat stores, being able to store it from my body. Mal, get used to it. I'm a nerd from way back. I not only like to know what's going to happen, I like to know why. So yeah, that is why we're cold, ladies. That is why we're cold. We're not taking enough calories in to generate the heat, and we are losing fat stores. So from what I've read, we can expect at about the 5 to 6 year post-surgery mark for your internal thermostat to regulate. And while we won't necessarily be the people like me that never wear a jersey, we won't feel cold to the bones all time. But bad news is we've got 5 to 6 years of freezing. So, yeah, might need to buy some jerseys. Because it was like, what, 19 degrees today here in Rolleston. And I was inside with my jersey on and a blanket on my legs. Not looking forward to winter. So that's just another little side effect of bariatric surgery and a little bit about why. So I hope you've all had an amazing day. Of course, we are heading into Thursday tomorrow. And yeah, I'm going to go and finish drinking my bottle with 14 grams of protein in it. Thank you very much. let's give this protein thing a hit. What's the worst that's going to happen? Have a great night, everybody. Stay kind, stay safe.